Good morning, everyone. I'm here with Andy Cruz from Cruz Production,
And I'm Andy here with Ricardo Villa with Casa Sur Hacienda.
and we have a special invitation for you. On Monday, March 2nd, we are going to have this amazing experience. It's going to be a workshop, a networking, and also an educational approach for the community. We are going to have this event called Marketing in a Digital World. Workshop and networking mixer with our dear friend Adri Brunner and Patrick Della.
So, what better way to talk about that than in a digital space? Here's a studio,
Exactly.
Ricky.
Yeah. Let me ask you this because you have Cruise Production, you are an influencer, you have supported many business organization and nonprofit. Why people need to have a balance between in real world and digital world, Andy?
I think it really comes down to us just needing to be people that are connected with each other. I think it comes down to connection. Before everyone only had to rely on digital means in 2020, 21, 22, we were meeting with each other in person. And you could FaceTime somebody, you could have an online meeting, but it wasn't like the primary way we did things. And we were always meeting in person. So the in-person connection is crucial. And it's not too much for me to say it this way too. Even though we're more digitally connected than ever, people are feeling more lonely and disconnected than ever, than ever, despite being able to like reach each other easily. I can call you whenever I want. I can text you whenever I want. But it just does not replace seeing each other in person and that energy that comes into a room, the like hive mind learning that happens at an event like this. I could invite all the people I want to come here in the studio, Ricky, but it's not going to have the same energy through the camera lens and through the screen as coming to an event like this in person at your place.
Absolutely. And I think for me, another way to really highlight why digital marketing is important is because it's kind of like a visibility reinforcement. If you are in the airport and you cannot attend a workshop and someone gives you like the recap or reminds you about an event about something that you need to do to promote your business, that kind of like digital approach, it will help you tremendously.
Yeah, and I think there's certainly a case for that. But these in person things, especially with folks who are so embedded in the community, I want to talk about Adrian and Patrick here real quick because they are well known in the community as Chase business leaders and business leaders at large, regardless of just being with Chase Bank. But there's more to them than that that makes them so unique, and that's why I want people to come and learn from them in person. But I don't want to just say my compelling evidence. I would love for you to share what you're from your opinion, having done so many events with them, what makes them so unique in this space and business in South Bay.
Yeah, if you're a business owner, entrepreneur, a nonprofit, and person that you work with the government, you always want to be connected with mover and shakers. And I believe beyond the fact that Adri and Patrick, they are at Chase, they are great people. Once they meet you, once they know your mission, once they have an opportunity to know your values, I think they are always introducing you with people, always introducing you with potential clients, sponsors, donors. So they are people that you must know. So this is important for all our social ecosystem to know.
There's a part of my experience having been at a handful of events at your place and them also being there. They are deeply invested in the community well beyond their business role. I understand that in business banking, relationship is very important. Product mix is very important.
Yeah.
Being able to help provide capital to businesses is very important. But they've gone so far in creating like leadership development in the community for business owners. You don't have to do that as a business banker.
Yeah.
Actually, is extra work. I understand that it could drive revenue for them and they could create new accounts, but as a business banker for them, they're investing in the community, their time, their effort, their energy, and their leadership to rise up the businesses because guess what they want? They want retention. We want businesses to thrive and succeed down here, and they really embody that well beyond what I'll say the job description requires.
Yeah, totally. And
Yeah.
this event that we are going to have on March 2nd, the digital marketing in a digital world workshop, a networking mixer, it has the networking component.
Yeah.
So what happened in your experience when you have attended these networking events? What happened?
But
Why is important?
this will be the fourth event that I'm coming to cover at Casa Toro Hacienda, and every single time I'm there, at least two things happen. Someone's asking me a question that I'm already in a position of expertise to help guide them towards the solution they need for themselves. And it's not always that I'm the solution, it's that I'm helping them discover an answer that they already know or they're encouraged to go in that right direction. The other thing that happens is I meet somebody over here that doesn't know the person over here. And I'm like, wait, you don't know each other? Let me introduce you. And you know who else really good at that too? Is Patrick.
Patrick.
And Adri are good at that too.
Yeah.
So again, not to just be the, Patrick and Adri, but everyone else does that at Casa Sur as well. And so my own lived experience there is I am always looking for ways to connect people who can support each other, collaborate, or they have the solution to someone else's problem. And doing that in person carries a lot of weight. If you and I have to try to connect by text to schedule a date, by phone, by email, when we're in person, get your phone out. Ricky, when can we meet next week? When's the best time for me to call and follow up with you? When's the best time to do that Zoom follow up? When's the best time for you to come by into the studio? We can make live action choices on the spot and with depth as well. The people that continue coming to your place for events like this are eager and interested in creating longevity in relationships in these environments that foster growth for everybody involved.
Absolutely, Andy. Yeah, I think for me, these networking events and this event and March 2nd is going to be important because we are getting ready for the spring, where people are looking to launch their offerings, their services, and to renew, like to keep their clients engaged, to capture new clients and recover old clients. So that will be a great opportunity for people to make sure that they remember them and they know that they're still in business.
Yeah, and I want maybe we could just take a moment and let's get specific about who should attend because I mean I have my own reasons for why I'm attending. I know what I should expect, but there's probably people watching this that have never come to an event at your place at all.
Yes.
So let's talk specifically who should be attending this because we're talking about marketing and we're talking about the digital world and that
Yeah.
component and also the networking component. So if you were to like explain to people who you think are ideal candidates to attend,
Yeah.
Ricky, who is that?
So people that they are working for community, for support system, to be introduced to decision makers, business organization or entrepreneurs that they need to have more exposure, more visibility, that they are already doing the work, but they don't have the connections. I think those people are important that they come. And if you work for a company and you are thinking to become an entrepreneur, you need to come to these events because you will meet other entrepreneurs that they have taken a leap of faith to work for themselves, and then they need to think of marketing, sales, or offering. So I think those are the people that they should come.
There's someone else, and I didn't know this. This thought just came to my head as you were explaining that. Yes, people that are looking to start a new business or their own business or become an entrepreneur. Guess what? All of us that have started our own businesses, we had our first day,
Yeah.
our first week, our first month, our first year in business.
Yeah.
You're going to meet a lot of people who've had their first year, second year, third year, fifth year, 10th year that you can glean some wisdom from and then deploy that in your own company strategy. Same thing for digital media marketing, which we're talking about marketing
Yeah.
anyways, but look, I meet people all the time, Ricky, that they've never been on camera.
Yeah.
They've never done a social media reel. They've never done a long form podcast. That's fine.
Yeah.
I had my first day over here too. Even our set didn't look like this way when we first started. So you're gonna find yourself among people who can relate from firsthand experience with whatever stage of business you find yourself in.
Yeah, absolutely. Um, Other segment of our demographic that they should come is people, if you are in a BNI, if you are part of a chamber of commerce, a professional association, um, it will be great for you to also come to a community event where you get that visibility. And then when potential clients, they are crossing references, they can say, hey, I have seen him in a BNI, I have seen him in the Chula Vista Chamber of Commerce, in the National City Chamber of Commerce. He's a realtor, he's a property manager, and now he's here. So this is a person that I really want to be in touch and do business. So many business to business are really enhanced in this kind of events.
Yeah. Before I forget to ask you, I want you to talk about your place a little bit. Take a second because we just coming off the heels of an amazing wellness event to kick off 2026. I think I saw over 300 people had come by at the various times of the day. We had multiple panels, lots of vendors. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
But I know that anyone who hasn't been there maybe didn't see the evidence of success firsthand.
Yeah.
So tell everyone real quick, like, what should they expect when they come to something at Casa Sur Hacienda?
Yeah, as you know, the mission of Casa Sur Hacienda is to create in-person events to connect people, and we do. I said this very humbly, like a great job doing the marketing. Before and investing a lot of resources in promoting the event and bringing great people. We were honored to have Paloma Aguirre. We were honored to have the Chicano Federation, the La Raza attorney, Emilio Nares Foundation, many great organizations, many mover and shakers. We have TV personalities. We have you in one of the panels. And
You shouldn't be mixing me up in all those
Yeah.
people. Well, we've had the mayor there before.
yes,
The mayor's been there
yeah,
before.
John McCann, the mayor of Chula Vista, has been there.
And I'm jumping in on this, Ricky, because I want to communicate to people that there's something special that happens when you're at a place where there's lots of energy engagement that has been well thought out.
Yeah.
And you're not saying it in these terms, but the way you and your team think through what experience you want people to have becomes evident when they're having the experience firsthand.
Yeah.
It's so compliment and kudos to
Thank
you and the whole team, because it is evident that you've thought through all of the different facets of what you want the lived experience to be on site. And there's nothing else like it in South Bay that I'm aware of.
So this event on March 2nd at Casa Sur Hacienda is going to continue having that branding where you have business owners selling, offering their products right there as a bazaar. You will have people educating. You will have networking opportunities, and you will just come together as a community to also support some nonprofit organizations.
Yeah.
That we are really invested.
If I can make one compelling argument to anyone who is going to be coming to the event, is think through proactively and in advance, what is it you want to learn at this event? What question do you want to come and ask? And what kind of help are you looking for in your career or in your business? Think about that and talk with people about that thing there. You never know who you're going to run into, especially if you're at a point where maybe privately behind the scenes, you're really struggling with something in your business. It could be operations, it could be marketing, it could be personnel.
Yeah.
You're going to find people there that have experience or have a trusted relationship that they can introduce you to help you with those things.
Now, Andy, you and I, we are no Generation Z or millenniums. We are kind of like, well, no baby boomers as well, but so I want to ask you, like, how cruise production has been transforming into this digital world, and what people, business owners, entrepreneurs, organization, how they can like harness the power of podcasting. Because I think, tell us a little bit about, in this digital world, what are the key components and how, and I'm going to say this because I think business owners, entrepreneurs, they need to have some kind of like visibility through the podcast.
Yeah.
If they feel shy, they can hire someone. I was just talking to your daughter, and she said that she wants to be this personality. So
Yeah.
you can get someone in that generation to be the spokesperson. So
Yeah.
tell our audience, our social ecosystem, how important is podcast and the component of
Sure.
this digital world.
Well, I think the first thing I want to let everybody know right out the gate is that there's a solution already here in town for you. Not just me. It's
Yeah.
me and everybody else.
Yes.
San Diego has become a hotbed for creativity, content creation, short form content. We're talking documentary, we're talking storytelling. Beyond the news media and the stuff you like turn on your TV, you're going to find that San Diego has a creator culture. And I've started to say this over the last couple months, and the content creator culture in San Diego is taking over because it is bringing everyone into the fold so that they also can have visibility in their business, in their organization, nonprofit, or whatever. And also, we're at the behest of the machine. The culture in digital space is asking us to show up to it. Now, it used to be when this was kind of brand new and novel, well, oh, we need more of this, we need more of that, we need more shows. And then now that that's there, now we need people with depth of knowledge and depth of experience with 5, 10, 15, 20 years of knowledge to come on camera and share. But again, whether it's with me or somebody else,
Yeah.
we know people, Ricky, that have been in business 20 years plus, and this is like their next move because all that experience, all that wisdom just has to make its way into this place.
Yeah.
And I'd like to use an analogy if I could real quick.
Sure.
You remember, since you cited our age, back in the 80s, there was like 4 TV channels.
Yeah.
And, there was like this gatekeeping of media, and there's 4 voices that told the stories.
Totally.
And then now it's everywhere. There's streaming, it's online, it's on TV. There's 150,000 channels. It's 24 hours a day. And that means there's space for you too.
Yeah.
The idea that, oh, I'm not popular enough or I'm not this or that, so I shouldn't go make content is false.
Mhm.
When you turn on the radio, you might listen to country or hip hop or rock, but there's a lot of different bands on there. There's a lot of different songs on there. And you are just as capable of sharing your experience and your track record with people in all these spaces.
Yeah, thank you, Andy, for sharing that. And I think our audience um, needs to be aware of this, that we have this amazing ecosystem. It's not just the podcast that Andy Cruz has. You have Cafe con Pam. You have Elsa Morales for ENF, new podcast that she's going to be interviewing all these Latino people. You have Marta Seves from Fox 5 News. You have Edgar Gallegos from KSDY. So we have this rich ecosystem and human resources that they can tap. And that is the beauty, that you will go there, meet these people. If you hit it off with Andy, you say, "Hey, Andy, I would love you to support me in this." And Andy, Andy, you are like a great coach, mentor, business owner. So, and I see that, and that's why we are here, because we are making decisions and putting ourselves from a place of abundance and sharing.
I look at this like a social partnership.
Yes.
Like you have a place where I can come and teach and share with people.
Yeah.
I have a place where we can get the message out. And those things are symbiotic and they go together just as much as being online digitally and being in person network also go hand in hand. And the other thing too, and I hope this is coming across, is that if the right answer for you and your business is to go do an article with La Revista, I'm going to tell you to go do that. That I don't need to sell you my thing. I need you to find the right placement for your thing. And that's what I ultimately care about.
Yeah, and I want to segue a little bit about La Revista Binacional, because as you know, we just had the Bad Bunny Super Bowl halftime concert.
Yeah.
And they were rating the 4 biggest audience in the NFL Super Bowl. And I was listening to this comedian, Sofia Niño de Jesus, and she was saying like, I'm looking at the people that they decided to put Bad Bunny, this Puerto Rican singer. They saw, like, it was a decision taken by the NFL, by Jay-Z, and by Apple Music. So there is a lot of power in the Latino community in this gathering. And as you saw in the Super Bowl, like, we are raising our voice.
You know what I have not heard anybody talk about yet, but I know is happening, and everyone is over. I would love for someone to comment on this video. If there's someone else in my space and podcasting, and digital media talking about this, I haven't seen it yet. And we're already a week out of the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
The NFL is making a concerted effort to be a global sports brand.
Yes.
The initial games played in the 2025-2026 season were internationally. in other locations outside the United States. So it should be no surprise to anybody that they're expanding the brand because they've been very public about it. They've said it, they've shown it. They've been having international games for years, and that includes in the South American countries too. So they're looking in other places to grow the business. And so it is a natural fit for them to also be including other cultures and other voices and other languages in all of that too.
Yeah. So if you are asking, what does this has to do with me? Because if you are a business owner, entrepreneur, you are a person that wants to offer something, you are part of this community. There are many um, traits and identity features that you have with us. Like La Revista Binacional is a local mass media that support all of us. That is always doing events. Is always in bringing these big guys. So we are in a way a business blue zone here that we are getting and supporting each other.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I want to make sure that before we kind of like sign off here today, I just want to make sure that people understand kind of where your heart is towards people coming to learn.
Yeah.
I know that you 100% care about your neighborhood, your community, and the businesses and the people in your life. I mean, I'm front row seat witness.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Um, what would you want to tell people who are maybe still on the fence about branding and marketing and this whole digital thing? Like maybe they're just self-conscious. I'm gonna admit it. I talk to
Yeah.
people all the time, Ricky. They're just self-conscious.
Yeah.
They're not going to get on the dance floor and dance.
Yeah.
They're not going to grab the microphone and sing karaoke with you or me.
Yeah.
What would you want what would you want to share with them from your heart about them giving themselves a real shot at doing something like this?
Yeah. This is a great opportunity and safe container for business people in business owners to be seen, heard, and validated, and to be introduced. So we are talking about marketing. Like back in Mexico City, we have these flea markets where people they sell the fruit, the vegetables. We have Sprouts that is like farmers market. So this is a great opportunity for business owners to come and be part of the community. So if you are in a place of sharing, of share your abundance, your generosity, and you are making an impact with the community, and you are ready to take risk to be there, because many people are very introvert,
Yeah.
very shy, and they don't want to be seen.
Well, I'm glad you brought up introverted because actually, because a great say. That's like a perfect segue.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I encounter a lot is someone say, "Well, I'm very private."
Yeah.
Well, I'm not asking you to be
Yeah.
overly honest
Yeah.
about things you don't want to be honest.
Yeah.
That's different than you being energized by being around people.
Yeah.
The thing I remind people who share with me that they're introverted is that there's a lot of introverts watching videos.
Yes.
And it's okay that you're introverted because the person that the solution you have or the problem you solve also solves it for introverted people that are looking for someone like them.
Yeah.
So remember that as much as you might feel nervous being here on camera or behind the microphone or standing in front of a whole room of people,
Yeah.
so is the person you're looking to help. There's someone on the other end of the screen, the other end of the conversation that may sound like you and have a dialect like you,
Yeah.
maybe from the same place you are.
Yeah.
Maybe English is your second language.
Yeah.
Maybe they're more introverted, they're shy.
Yeah.
Those people are actually looking for someone who is just like you
Yes.
to be talking to them.
Exactly. So this segment is for the introverts. If you are an introvert, this event on March 2nd is going to be great for you, because you don't need to be speaking publicly. You will be like scouting. You will be introduced to people, and you will have those conversations one to one. I'm gonna give you a metaphor. It's like we don't want you to be part of the polo team. If you are afraid of water, we want you just to come to the pool, start getting a little bit comfortable, and then once you start to feel comfortable, develop your skills, because being this extrovert requires a little skills. That you feel confident, that you know how to comprise your speech elevator, that you know what to engage in a conversation, like with no introduction. So
Yeah.
if you are an introvert, please come. You have great mentors, you have great support system, and it's a great introduction. And oh my God, Adri and Patrick. We call Adri la mamá de los pollitos, and we call Patrick, a great MC person.
Yeah.
Yes.
I want to remind everybody, regardless of whether you find yourself as an introvert or you're an extrovert, a seed that's planted in the ground and designed to rise in the sun will do so. A seed planted in the ground that is designed to thrive in the shade will also thrive in the shade. So whichever side you find yourself in, it's already inside you. You've got to find the place for you and let that thing ride out.
So before we finish this segment, I want to ask Andy, and before I ask Andy, so we just want to remind you, March 2nd from 5:30 to 7:30 is a Monday. We're going to have this amazing experience called Marketing in a Digital World workshop and networking mixer, where you will have this opportunity to meet other people, to get visibility, get support, and be exposed to new clients, new friendships. So Andy, what are you expecting from this event? What are you bringing to this event?
So I'll answer both. So what I'm expecting from the event is for people to walk away having learned at least one or two things they can immediately go and do for themselves.
Mhm.
It can be absolutely, it can be literal
Yeah.
or figurative.
Yeah.
If it's literal and you learn something, oh, I can just deploy this tomorrow in my business and in my framework. That's what I hope for
Yes.
people.
Yeah.
Or if it draws you into the next step of your decision of what you need to do, then that's what I want people to walk away with. I want them to walk away with a solution or at least a next right step for them. What I'm looking for is I'm looking to help point people in the right direction
Yeah.
of the media that they really need.
Yeah.
Not everybody needs a radio ad. Not everybody needs a whole podcast. Not everybody needs the print media. But depending on what season you find yourself in business, the market you're serving, and where the proper placement is, I'm hoping to be able to help connect people in those means to have them be in the right hands to help them.
Yeah. So get your phone, target your camera towards the QR, get the QR. This event is free. Register for the event and be ready to eat delicious food. We will have paella, we will have coffee, chocolate, we will have great food. You will have a lot of vendors, you will meet people, and you will have these amazing business coaches for free.
Yeah.
And you will meet them like you are in a resort or you are in a convention, but here in your backyard, here in our San Diego beautiful city. So please take advantage of that. We are the tourism, yes, health and connection community are the top jobs here.
Well, Ricky, I'm going to be the first to thank you for already hosting the event. So thank you in advance for the event, and also to Patrick and Audrey as well. Like, thank you both for so much of all the things you're doing behind the scenes and in person at live events. We sincerely appreciate it. I say we on behalf of myself and everyone that attends events like this that are hosted by you, but you bring great people like them, Ricky. So thank you to
Yeah.
all of you who are putting this on.
Thank you. We'll see you March
All right.
2nd.
See you March 2nd. Come and say hi to me and Ricky. Bye.